We're so happy to see all of you here with us today. I saw Jordan dancing this morning. He's ready to go. Remember, my name is Miss Brown.
There we go. And my name is Miss Cole. So happy to see you guys today. Definitely figuring out this technology again. All right. Before we get started, remember we have our watching eyes. Everybody point to your eyes. We have our watching eyes. And what are these? Can somebody tell me what these are? Our listening ears. Good job. And make sure you're flat on your bottom so we can see all of your smiling faces. And so before we get started, everybody, let me see that number 5. Let me see the number 5. We're gonna take those 5 deep breaths. We're gonna meditate, okay? We're gonna make sure our body is nice and calm so we can start our day. We're gonna sit up, stand up nice and tall, and breathe in. And out. 1, in. And out. 2. Another one in. And out. 3. In. And out.
Ooh, gotta get up.
In. And out. Good job. We stopped on the number 5. We took 5 deep breaths. Make sure that body is nice and calm.
Now, I'm going to show you guys what today is. So let's see, we had Sunday, Monday, yesterday was Tuesday. We're going to move it over 1. So today is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. So let's go over to Miss Cole for our Wednesday morning message.
All right, my friends. So we always start with our date. Everybody say date. Good job. And their date is September 16, 2020. And then we go to our greeting. Look, we have a different greeting today. Usually it says good morning, but today it says buenos dias. Can you say that? Can you say buenos dias? Let me hear you. And then the message says today is Wednesday. Yesterday was the first day of Hispanic Heritage Month. Love, Miss Cole and Miss Brown. So our greeting today says Buenos Dias because it is the second day of Hispanic Heritage Month. So real quick, first, I'm going to show you a map. Can you guys say map? Yeah, so this whole thing is a map. Whoa. So let's start with the United States. This is where we live in the United States, specifically right here in South Carolina. And Hispanic Heritage Month celebrates all of our friends who live in Mexico, all the way down through South America and the islands within the Gulf of Mexico. I know that was a lot of big words, But guess what? We get to talk about this for the next month because it is Hispanic Heritage Month. And then real quick before we get into some fun phonics, look, in those countries, there are kids who look just like you guys. There are little kids over there who they say buenos dias to each other in the morning, but they're kids just like you guys. So we will learn a random fact about Hispanic Heritage Month every day for the next month.
Hey guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with our fun phonics. Remember, we used our clapping hands to sing our fun phonics song. Show me your clapping hands. Are you ready? Oh, I see Knowledge is clapping hands. I see Rain and Rihanna's clapping hands. Are we ready? Let's try to sing our song. Remember we say it's time for fun phonics, okay? It's time for fun. It's time for fun. It's time for fun phonics. It's time for fun. It's time for fun. It's time for fun phonics. Good job. I love to see all my friends clapping and singing with me. Miss Cole is sending you all some shine. First thing we're gonna do is rhyming. So when we do our rhyming, I'm gonna say 2 rhyming words, and you're gonna give me a thumbs up if they rhyme, okay? Let's listen. Van can. Say it with me. Van can. And those words rhyme, so give me a thumbs up. Nice job, guys. Wing, sing. Wing, sing. Thumbs up, because those 2 rhyme. Hem, gem. Say it with me. Hem, gem. Thumbs up, because those words rhyme. We're going to do one more. Nod, rod. Say it with me. Nod, rod. And those 2 words rhyme. Thumbs up. Rain and Rihanna, you 2 are doing so awesome today. Grayson, good job, friends. Okay, next is onset. That is the first sound that we hear in our words. So you're going to listen to the word, and we're going to point to the first sound that we hear, okay? The first word is girl. Girl. And we hear G at the beginning of girl. Next word is let. Ooh. He. Foot. Key. Nice, guys. Next thing we're going to do is blending words. We're going to say 2 words, and we're going to put them together. Ready? Eyebrow. Eyebrow. Door knob. Doorknob. Airport. Airport. Last one. Footprint. Put them together. Footprint. Nice, Grayson. Miss Collison, and all of you some shine. Change that so I can see all my friends. Michaela's sending you guys some shine too. That's very sweet of Miss Michaela. Okay, next one we're going to do is the final sound. So we did the first sound and we pointed. Now we're going to do the final sound, and we're going to punch it up. Okay? So you're going to listen to the last sound that you hear. Our first word is off. The sound that we hear at the end is. So punch it up and say. Nice, Michaela. Good, Javion. Next word is bus. Last sound is s. Last one, have. Good. I like to see all my friends punching up. Good job, Kaysen. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is segmenting words. So I'm going to give you a word, and we're going to pull it apart. Ready? Here's our first word, notebook. Pull it apart. Note, book. Nice job. Next one, seafood. See, food. Miss Cole is sending all you guys some shine. Y'all are doing a great job. Last word, sandbox. Pull it apart. Sandbox. Good, Michaela. Nice, Nevaeh. We're going to go to our next page. We have just a couple more to do. Okay, we are going to add words now. So we are going to do with. We're going to add out. We put them together and we get without. Next word is up. We have the word up. We're going to add stairs. If we add stairs, what do we have? Upstairs. Good, Michaela. Last one, door. Our word is door. We're going to add the word bell. When we put them together, we have the word doorbell. Nice, Javion. Now we're gonna do, last one, we're gonna do deleting words. Do you guys remember what we do when we delete words? Something fun, we get to throw it away. Show me your throwing away hands, throw it away. Good, okay. Let's do these. We're gonna have the word bookmark. We're gonna throw away mark. Everyone throw away mark. What do you have left? Book. Now we have the word bookcase. We're gonna throw away case. What do we have left? Book. So come on. Bookend. We're gonna throw away the word end. Throw it away. What do we have left? Book. Nice job with our fun phonics today, friends. You did a great job. Now we are going to sing our ABC. Miss Cole.
All right, my friends. So we're actually going to sing the ABCs. ABCs. We're going to actually sing our ABCs. There we go. Tomorrow, maybe we'll watch our fun ABC video, but today I need to hear all of you guys singing those ABCs. All right? All right, yeah, Grayson, get your juice. Got to get your voice ready, all right? Ready, go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q,
Otter.
R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I know my ABC. Next time, won't you sing with me? Thank you, my friends. Great job, great job. Give yourself a round of applause. A round of applause. Ready?
Okay, friends. The last thing we're going to do before we go for the day is read our book. Share our book with you. So today we'll get to hear the whole book all together because Monday we got to read half of it. Tuesday we read the other half of it. Today we'll get to read the whole thing. And you know what, Miss Trump's going to get cozy on the floor to read this book to you guys. So I want wherever you are, get super cozy so you can enjoy this book. Remember, it's called Rocket Writes a Story by Tad Hills. Rocket loved books. He loved to read them to himself or to sit quietly by his teacher, the little yellow bird, as she read them aloud. Rocket even liked the way books smelled. When he opened a new book, it smelled like a place he'd never been to, like a friend he'd never met. The little yellow bird agreed. Books are inspiring. They make me sing. Rocket loved words, too. After snack time, his teacher would say, Rocket, why don't you use that nose of yours to spell some new words? And off he'd go. He'd fetch up some nice ones, like buttercup, and bug, and feather, and nest. I'm looking for words, Rocket would announce to anyone who'd listen. Rocket always brought his words back to the classroom and wrote them down. The little yellow bird would help him spell the tricky ones, and then they'd hang them on their word tree. Sometimes the bird added her own words to the collection. This one is small, but I promise it'll come in handy. Magnificent, chirped the little yellow bird. Now what shall we do with all these splendid words? Rocket thought all afternoon. Then he had an idea. Ooh, so look at all of these words that Rocket has on the tree, and he drew pictures with them too. Okay, we're gonna get to write some words and draw some pictures with them. He left the school that day with a very waggy tail. I'm going to write a story, he declared to Fred and Emma. My story will be an adventure about the great wide world, he told a butterfly. I will use many words, he explained to Mr. Barker. Hello up there, he called as he passed the tree where he had found the word nest. I'm going to write a story. Do you guys remember what was in that nest? Let's keep reading and see if you remember. The next day, Rocket returned to his classroom. It was time to begin. He looked down at the blank page, and the blank page looked up at him, but no story would come. At snack time, Rocket gave up. I don't know what to write, he told his teacher. Oh, he looks a little sad, a little disappointed. Don't worry, the little yellow bird replied. One of the hardest parts of writing is coming up with a great story, but it's one of the most fun, too. Perhaps you want to write about something you've seen. A bug? Asked Rocket. Yes, sang his teacher. Stories need good characters. Or what about something that happened to you, or something you really enjoy? My favorite stick, suggested Rocket. Of course, sang the bird. Or you could write about something that inspires you. Inspires me? Asked Rocket. Yes, something that excites you, the little bird sang. Ooh, so it sounds like the little bird is teaching Rocket some new words, too. Rocket took a walk and looked for inspiration. He thought about friends he knew and places he'd been. He stuck his nose high in the air and sniffed the gentle breeze. And there it was, a delightful smell of pine needles and feathers. Inspiration! For the rest of the morning, he thought about feathers and pine needles and feathers. That afternoon, he started to write. In the evening, Rocket followed the beautiful smell until he found himself at the tree with the nest. Hello again, he called into the branches. Is anyone home? He heard rustling from above, but no one answered. I'm sorry to disturb you, but I must tell you that you smell very nice, very inspiring. May I ask who you are? Still nothing. Perhaps I'll come back at a more convenient time. He trotted off. That night, as Rocket watched the stars, he thought about feathers and a nest in a pine tree. He thought about his story and his collection of words. On his way to school the next day, Rocket was surprised by what he saw. A brand new word, he said, and it's already written down. It says, remember here it is spelled out on the ground for him. It says, he tried to sound the word out. Owl, came a quiet voice from the branches. It says owl, that's me. Thank you, Owl, Rocket called. I'm always looking for words, and this one's a beauty. Rocket ran all the way to his classroom. O-W-L, owl. Now that's a word you don't hear every day, chirped the little bird. Only 3 letters, but what a word. It was a present, explained Rocket, and he added the new word to his story. I'm writing a story about you, Rocket announced proudly to the owl the next morning. The owl poked her head out of her nest, and for the first time, Rocket saw her friendly face. Her big, round eyes blinked below feathery tufts. About me? She asked softly. Would you like to come down and hear it? Asked Rocket. Thank you, but I think I'll listen from my nest, the owl answered. So Rocket cleared his throat and began to read. Once there was an owl. She smelled like feathers and pine needles. She lived in a tree. The owl's eyes widened. Is there more? There will be, said Rocket. Each day, Rocket worked on his story. He wrote words down and crossed words out. When things were going well, he wagged his tail. When he didn't know what to write, he growled. Some days, he drew pictures for his story or took a walk in the meadow for inspiration. The little yellow bird encouraged him. Remember, take time, he'd say. She wanted to know more about the owl and asked Rocket questions. Why do you think the owl wouldn't come down? What color is her beak? What does she do every day? Rocket wanted to know more about the owl, too. He visited her tree often and read her his story, which changed every day. The owl was captivated. And when Rocket stopped, she would always ask, then what happened? Remember yesterday we talked about how the owl slowly came down to him? At last came the day when Rocket knew he was finished. What a fine story, chirped the little yellow bird after she'd read it. Rocket ran to the owl's pine tree. It's done, he called. Come listen. And so down and down came the owl till she was right beside Rocket. Then Rocket began to read. He read about an owl with friendly eyes and a beak the color of a buttercup. She lived in a nest high in a tree on the edge of a meadow and smelled like pine needles and feathers. She liked to nap in the daytime and listen to stories. Branch by branch, the owl came down from her nest, Rocket read. She was shy, but she was brave, too. Suddenly, Rocket stopped. He wrote something on his paper, then began to read again. One day, the owl came all the way to the ground and became my friend. The owl blinked. Can there be one last sentence? She asked. Can you say, and the owl liked the story very much? What a perfect ending, said Rocket. And it was. The end. So I think that story shows a lot about what we're going to learn in pre-K. We're going to learn lots of new words, lots of new sounds. We're going to get to draw pictures and come up with stories. And you're going to get to make new friends, just like Rocket and the owl did. So we are super excited to have you guys with us again today with all of our friends. Hopefully you'll get to meet some of your new friends in person soon so we can all be friends like Owl and Rocket.
Whenever you call me, I'll be there. Whenever